All right, so I'm gonna do this video that talks about some of the dining options and stuff that's changing in downtown Tacoma. Now, I went in there and I shaved my head because I was like, in that last video I did, it was looking a little rough. So I was like, I need to shave my head. But anyway, be sure to join the Discord down in the description box below. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry, I'm back. But anyway, um, so downtown Tacoma is still on fire. And shout out to Sue Kidd because she always has, she's a local reporter. She always has updates on various different places that are starting to come to, or various different businesses starting to come to Tacoma. And typically her focus is on eateries. And so this is interesting. Now, I noticed this when I go to the production studio. I noticed that there was these things that says Kelly Olympian or Kelly's Olympian. I'm like, what's this? And I saw, like the wings on it and everything, and this logo. It's all in the windows. I'm like, what the heck is this? I didn't quite know what that was. So I looked it up, and it was talking about different things, but I still couldn't find out what it is. But it seems like a little bit more details have been coming out. And if I didn't say before, because I had to get up, be sure to join the Discord down in the description box below. But it says one of Portland's oldest bars, Kelly Olympian, is expanding to Tacoma. The restaurant and bar, known for its motorcycle-themed burger menu and live music venue, plans to open another Kelly's Olympian in Tacoma at 950 Broadway. Let's see. They talk about a bunch of stuff. This guy has been in real estate for 30 years, mostly in Portland, and they have recently purchased several historic buildings in downtown Tacoma that his team also manages. During the pandemic, his company bought the Road Center complex, which amounts to 170,000 square feet across 3 buildings and a 560-car parking garage in downtown Tacoma. Now, back in the day, this building was the Rhodes Brother department store, right? Back in the day. There were department stores in downtown Tacoma, don't get me wrong, back in the day, but those have since long gone. And so this company, this goes back to what I've said before, similar to McMenamins and some of these others who are coming from Portland. They come here, they purchase these big pieces of property, and then they update them. This particular building here, or this particular company here, has a few different properties and waiting to develop them. So when I say there's a few things on the horizon, and when I say that, let me see what she says. Let me reply back. Well, so when I say that there's a lot of things on the horizon, this is what I'm talking about. So they said passerbys are already been greeted with a visual treat and calling card for what will be inside. A motorcycle enthusiast already has motorcycles on display. So in the windows is an awesome looking motorcycle that's actually lit up in neon lights. They said that it's going to have a 200. So first, their plan is to create a restaurant, bar, and a 250-person entertainment venue. Now, this location is a little bit away from McMenamins, which is on the other end. There is this kind of like a dead zone in Tacoma. So between the convention center, and which is where you're going to obviously have conventions and stuff like that, but it's the start of the museum campus, and then farther down you have UW, or not farther down, but just across from that is UW and the shops that are there. In between the convention center and McMenamins is kind of a dead zone, and this changes that because now it's actually locating in an area that they can definitely start to bring people in. And so it says the music venue is sandwiched in between a section. Hold on 1 second. Let me dismiss this. Is sandwiched into a section of space that had little utility. So it's the back of the building. They said it didn't have any lights, and so they wanted to create an entertainment part of this. Now, their whole MO has been similar, where they will have a bar, they will have a restaurant part, but in the back they will have live shows. And so he says that the want to do all types of shows. Not only do they want to do music from rock and roll to hip hop, country, blues, but they also want to have drag shows there as well. They want to have a community factor where nonprofits and community organizations can use the space for free. So they want to weave a diverse fabric here and be inclusive of everybody. Kelly's is a people bar and everybody is welcome. So they have their coming soon sign. This is a company that seems like they're very well financed. Very well financed. They have gotten commercial properties and done stuff with them. Very well financed. And so this is what Tacoma needs. People like this who can get the deal done without much of a problem. So that was actually been listed, and they're talking about what's happening. There's more information to come over the next several months, but it's going to be pretty unique. He said the diners should expect a menu heavily focused on burgers with plenty of options for vegans and vegetarians. The bar's previous menus have offered handmade specialties such as hand-dipped onion rings and homemade chips and salsa. The Portland location also was widely known for its weekend breakfast. And of course, there will be extensive tap list and cocktails. More information to come in the next several months. So they're talking about how they also own the parking lot behind there and all this. So they have a pretty decent sized area. There's a lot of stuff that they can do. They said that, one of the big influences too is LeMay Museum, which is a car museum in downtown Tacoma. And they said that, while that is a focus on unique historic cars, their focus is on unique historic bicycles. I would say to them, they should open up a motorcycle museum here. That would be awesome. Put a motorcycle museum in downtown Tacoma. Be sick. People would love that. So that was that particular setup. Something else coming out of Seattle is, and again, Sue Kidd brings this as well, is called 13 Coins. Now, you may not know what the heck 13 Coins is, but what it is kind of a swanky, I don't mean disrespect, but a hoity-toity kind of place. And where it is located has been in hoity-toity types of places. When I tell people that Tacoma is kind of on that upswing and things are changing, this is what I'm talking about. One, before I get into this, a company called Stanford is actually coming to Tacoma. And hold on, let me make sure I have that correct. Yeah, so Stanford Steakhouse is opening in the location of Pacific Grill, where Pacific Grill was, in downtown Tacoma. Okay? If all goes planned, an open in late fall. So an opening this year is going to happen. Okay? Now, Stanford Steakhouse, there's only one right now, and it's in Seattle. It's in Northgate. It's a pretty expensive place. It's fairly pricey. Let me go in here and take a look real quick, just at their menu. Their stuff looks good. Dine-in. Oh, it's not going to show me. Is it going to show me? Yeah, it is. Okay. So it's not bad. I mean, for me and our family, it's not bad. But it's not something that you're going to have a lot of college students go and eat at. You know what I mean? Like, the prices aren't bad. A cheeseburger is $16 for a cheeseburger. Right? Give you an idea. But it's still like, I don't know if I'd bring the kids there. It'd just be Noelle and I. So they're coming here. Okay? They're coming here. But also this other company, 13 Coins is coming here, and it says the iconic around-the-clock 13 Coins has held a decades-long reputation as a destination for wining and dining. It's coveted for its private high-backed booths and captain chairs, providing a dinner theater-style view of the galley kitchen where flames from the grill seem perpetually on display. They have this beloved 1960s style super club restaurant in King County, and it's coming to Tacoma. Now, they don't have a specific location yet, but they are actively looking in Tacoma, says the owner. And they said they put it to you this way: we're looking at multiple sites to figure out the right timeline for us. We will be there. You can put it that way. We will definitely be in Tacoma. The decision to expand to Tacoma comes on the heels of another big expansion announcement of the institution that has operated Seattle area restaurants in 1967. That restaurant group announced earlier this year that 13 Coins will open on the Vancouver waterfront. That location will be the fourth for the restaurant group, which already operates in SeaTac, Pioneer Square, and Bellevue. Bellevue is expensive. SeaTac, I believe it's at the airport. And Pioneer Square is right there in downtown Seattle. The Vancouver 13 Coins will be tucked inside the Hotel Indigo, part of the project at the waterfront Vancouver. Seattle-based El Gaucho, which we have one here in Tacoma as well, right downtown, is also operating at Vancouver's Hotel Indigo. So let's see. This is a new project that's going on in Vancouver, Canada, or Vancouver, Washington. And it looks pretty darn awesome, right? They're pulling from the people in Portland. That's what they're trying to do, get people going back and forth. So they said Tacoma's development landscape at this moment feels right for the company. The redevelopment of the downtown area, the enhancement of public transportation, and the growth of the waterfronts, not just Ruston, but also the Foss Waterway. All of this makes Tacoma attractive. There's a lot of energy in Tacoma. This is something that I have actually told folks many, many times. It's a layered approach. When it comes to businesses, you have to have several different things happening at once that kind of build upon each other. And businesses are like, yeah, I like all that. I like the direction that you're going. I like all the things that you're doing. And so all of those things that you may have done 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, or in Tacoma's case, 15, 20 years ago, are starting to pay off now. The Tacoma Link Light Rail is something that some people may have joked and said it's a train to nowhere, but that has led to a massive reversal for Tacoma, as well as the University of Washington Tacoma. Those two things really turned the city around very quickly. Then you have other things that were going on at the time that really did that, cleaning up some of these super fun sites, getting that redeveloped. Point Ruston is a tourist destination on its own, right? It's really changed the city. Then downtown, there's so many things that they're doing and things that are planned that has really turned Tacoma around. And all of these different things, the investments in public transportation and all of those things, all the parks that the city has spent money on, that leads to a quality of life that people like. So what they're saying is, you're doing all the things that you need to do for us to compete and bring in companies like this. Because if you notice, the locations that they are in expensive areas. Vancouver's the different place, but because you have Portland, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like they're located in Portland without locating in Portland. So they said that the company's interest in the possibility of multiple Tacoma locations. So in addition to opening 13 Coins in Tacoma, the management team is reviewing locations for a sports bar concept. And that sports bar concept could be located elsewhere in Pierce County, outside of Tacoma proper. So Gig Harbor, University Place, Puyallup, all of Pierce County is on the table. I think that they should do both. For one, we don't have enough sports bars in downtown Tacoma, honestly. And I think that having a sports bar in the city of Tacoma, someplace else, wouldn't make a lot of sense. Downtown is where you would want to be, just in general, because if you go to the mall, there's a lot of competition there, and the mall here is more for it's just different. The only other place that would make sense to me would be downtown for something like this. I do agree that these other suburbs, absolutely, you wouldn't go wrong putting a sports bar in any of those locations, if not all of them, to some degree. So they talk about their menu and the different things that they're doing and all of that. It used to be a 24/7 destination. So 24 hours a day, you can come here. And I'm looking at pictures of these tall, high back lounge seat chairs. Really, really nice. We're talking big, tall chair backs. Really, really nice. But they're saying that instead of being 24/7, they have to cut back on hours in terms of the way that they were operating. And so they still can offer late night meals, but the 24/7 thing is kind of on hold. They may bring that back, but that used to be how they always operated. It is more of a, if you go to their website, which is 13, the number 13coins.com, you can see what I'm talking about. It is a hoity-toity kind of place. Swanky, nice, hoity-toity type of place. Right? It just is. This is Tacoma's time. I've said it over and over and over again that this is Tacoma's time. This is the type of place where they're appealing to the office workers and those types of people who are done for the day at work, and this is where they're going to go. Right? That's what they're appealing to. And so, yeah, I'm just looking at their menu. Stuff looks amazing, right? Looks amazing. When we're talking about price, again, this is a price that's not a problem necessarily for us or for a lot of like families. But for younger people, like college students, this is not going to be a place that they're going to be able to really go and be like, woo, maybe for drinks and stuff. But one of the components that's missing, and this is a good place to have, don't get me wrong. Ribeyes, $49. Steak David, $49. Or no, ribeyes, $44. Steak David, $49. Chicken scalump, I can't even say that. Okay, chicken fettuccine, $25. Fettuccine Veneta, or Venetia, or whatever, $37. Gives you a little bit of an idea. Some of their sandwiches are not bad. Their bacon, avocado, and turkey is $16. Their Philly cheesesteak is $19. For breakfast, their eggs Benedict is $18. I'm just skipping all over. Their biscuit and gravy is $16. That gives you an idea that downtown Tacoma, which is probably where they're going to locate this location, downtown Tacoma is on a tear. And there's other businesses that are planning to come here in the very, very short time. Like in a very, very short amount of time. The reason why I bring all this up is because some of the other people who got in here in time when I said, hey, buy a house, they're like, now that we have a house, we're thankful because, competition is tough. The next bit of competition that's going to be really, really tough is retail. That is going to be the next tough competition. And I'm not talking about just any type of retail, but there are certain components that businesses are looking at. It's going to become much more competitive than it is now because everybody's trying to locate here and be support businesses for the stuff that's starting to happen. Again, I did a video talking about the office space and Amazon and all that, but this type of stuff here adds another level of things that those businesses look at and say, okay, we need to jump in on that market before it gets to be too late. I think that when it comes to these types of things, and there's others, there are others coming into the city. It is a big boost. We do know for a fact that Stanford Steakhouse will be here by Christmas, and we do also know that this Kelly's Olympian will be here by this Christmas. Both are going to be downtown. Both are going to be a big change, right? This Coin 13 is another one. which probably will locate downtown, just finding the right space. So anyhow, it's exciting times. It really is. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to join the Discord down in the description box below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I will see you. Take care.